This is NDTV. And you're watching NDTV Prime.
Hello and welcome to the Property Show. We bring you the latest news in the real estate sector and also the best property picks in your budget in your chosen markets. And to help us do that, we have Nemunisa Khan, Head Research and Consultancy South of Lysis Forest with us. Welcome to the show, Nemun. But before Nemun answers any of your questions, let's take a look at what we have for you in the show today. We do a reality check of the DDA's latest housing scheme to find out, is it worth investing in? Best property deals in a crore in Gurugram. Budget homes in property markets of Zirakpur near Chandigarh. We get you affordable properties in Ahmedabad. Prime property in BKC in Mumbai in a budget upwards of 4 crores. And pocket-friendly options in Bangalore in 55 lakhs. The Delhi Development Authority has recently launched its housing scheme. On offer are around 12,000 flats available across various locations of Delhi. But considering the track record of past such schemes, will there be any takers this time around? Onitam Ojha visited some of these locations to see if the units on offer are worth investing in.
These are the LIG flats in Rohini's Sector 34-35, which are on offer under DDA's new housing scheme. At the first glance, it all looks nice and pretty with pretty paints. But the real story lies behind this pretty facade. Meet Meenu and Vaibhav, who are among the very few allottees who moved in here after having got possession of their flats under DDA's housing scheme of 2014. Their initial euphoria of having won a DDA flat fizzled out in no time.
पानी का मेन दिक्कत है क्योंकि पानी दिल्ली जल बोर्ड का है नहीं यहाँ पे, ये कभी आता है कभी नहीं आता, फिर दिक्कत हो जाती सबको, सभी परेशान हो जाते हैं। तो बाकी थोड़ा बहुत गुजारा चल रहा है, मतलब इतने सब खुश कोई नहीं है यहाँ पे रह के, परेशानियाँ ज़्यादा हैं, कभी झगड़ा कभी लड़ाई।
Clearly unhappy about the lack of basic amenities here, Vaibhav wants DDA to first provide the basic facilities to the existing allottees.
2014 से 2017 तक यहाँ पे स्ट्रीट लाइट्स नहीं है, सड़क नहीं है, पानी की समस्या है, अभी तक ड्रिंकिंग वाटर दिल्ली जल बोर्ड का अभी तक यहाँ नहीं है। तो मैं डीडीए से यही रिक्वेस्ट करता हूँ वेंकैया नायडू साहब से और एलजी मिस्टर उदय प्रताप सिंह से कि आप लोग नई नई स्कीमें लॉन्च करने से अच्छा है कि आप 2014 की स्कीम के जो लोग हैं उनको पहले बेसिक फैसिलिटीज़ दें।
The story is no different here in Jasola. If there was a lack of basic amenities in Rohini, here it is a matter of poor construction quality and lack of maintenance.
हम यहाँ 4-5 साल हो रहे हैं हमें रहते हुए। डीडीए ने पर फ्लैट 1 लाख रुपीज़ लिया हुआ है एज अ मेंटेनेंस चार्जेस। पर कंडीशन तो आप देख ही रहे हो, सीवेज प्रॉब्लम और पूरे बिल्डिंग का इवन वाइट वॉश भी नहीं कराया तब से डीडीए ने।
Aware of such issues, Urban Development and Housing Minister Venkaiah Naidu, while launching the housing scheme for 2017, had a piece of advice for DDA.
I only urge upon the DDA, live up to the expectations of the people, maintain quality, create proper infrastructure, make regular supervision, and then allow people to come and inspect their residences before they occupy the houses, so that they can be satisfied. And then
out of the total 12,072 apartments on offer, 87 are high-income group apartments, 404 are mid-income group apartments, 11,197 are low-income group or one-bedroom apartments, and 384 are Janta apartments. DDA has removed the 5-year lock-in period which was there in the previous scheme of 2014. Now, the buyer can sell off soon after allotment and registration. This time, the apartments are freehold instead of leasehold. Eligible allottees can avail interest subsidy of up to 2.67 lakh rupees under the credit-linked subsidy component of Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Urban. No matter what the ground reality is, you cannot beat the people's interest for DDA apartments. Already 27,000 forms sold for flats under the new housing scheme. Given the interest, maybe it's time for the authority to pay some heed to the minister's advice. In New Delhi, Onitam Oja, NDTV.
The National Housing Bank has come out with the country's first official housing price index, NHB Residex. The index will give you information on product prices in 50 cities, including market prices for under construction properties. The index is supposed to be a ready reckoner on price-related issues for the home buyer. NHB has partnered with real estate rating and research firm Lysis Forest to prepare this index.
Residex, which will be a clear indicator of the property prices across the country. As a first step, we have covered 50 cities. We have also got the latest data, and we do hope that this will become the gold standard for the regulators, state governments, so on and so forth, for the property prices in the country.
Right now we have also given the product level prices, so one can look at the how the price movements been of less than 60 square meter or 60 to 110 square meter or greater than 110 square meter. So there's a luxury, mid and the affordable housing segmentations also done. Coming quarters, you will see the further drill down. So not only city indices, people can zoom it down to the micro market, and they can see at product level prices, the micro market level or pin code level.
It's time to answer your questions, and our first caller is on air with us. We have Milan Luthra with us. Yes, go ahead, Mr. Luthra. What do you want to know?
Yeah, hi. I have recently invested in Noida Sector 75.
Okay.
And my project is Panchil Pratishtha.
Okay.
So I want to know about the project and the overall growth of this particular sector.
Sure.
Is it a safe bet, and do I have to move on to any other project?
Sure. So Central Noida is the area that he has invested in. Nemun, what do you think about this particular sector and that area in general, and also about this project?
Certainly, Anjali. Now, if you look at Sector 75, I think one of the biggest advantages of Sector 75 from a futuristic perspective is the under construction metro. In Sector 78, where the metro station is going to be, is hardly 2 kilometers away from Sector 75, and also almost in the same range for the project as well. So I think that is one thing that will give you a boost in the coming future to see a slightly upward swing in the prices. That would be the turning factor. And apart from that, fundamentally also this location is strong. It is in close proximity to Sector 50, which is again a well-developed sector in itself. So that will also add to the significance of this sector in future. So I think location-wise, what you've chosen is pretty decent. And in fact, this project itself, I would say it's a standard mid-segment project at a good location. The average price of this location is around 5,000 rupees per square foot. And if you look at the appreciation that the Central Noida market has seen in the last 3 years, it's been around 1.5%. Now, I would say that because this project is also a part of a large township of Gold City, there are a lot of projects that have, already completed or on the verge of completion, like Gardenia Gateway, Apex Athena, JM Aroma, just to name a few. So, which is actually helping create a critical mass within the township. And as and how the critical mass get created, there will be social infrastructure that will move in, and it will also help appreciate the prices in future. So, I think looking at the overall scenario again, it is adding to the advantages of this project and the location. So I think we will advise you that you stay invested in this project, at least to the possession. If not the price appreciation, you'll definitely get a good rental income out of this pocket. And if you're looking at the year span, I think you should look at least minimum 5 years to get a fruitful return in this market, because the inventory overhang is slightly huge. So I think this would be a suggestion.
Okay, so as Nemun says, whenever you're playing the real estate game, you have to be patient to get some returns. So let's go ahead and take our next caller on air. We have Hitesh Valand with us. Hitesh, go ahead and ask your question.
Actually, I'm looking for 2 BHK house in nearby to Prahlad Nagar, Ahmedabad. So it's a one use. So actually, I need to property ready to move or within 6 months.
Okay, and I think you have already looked at a flat. You've already seen something by Deep Group?
Yeah, such a Deep Group.
Okay, so
Actually,
Satyadeep Heights.
Group, so I have I'm going there.
Yes. So, Nemun, this is the project that he's already seen and is interested in. But in the budget of 50 lakhs, what do you think you can get for him and which area would be best suited for him?
Well, I think the area that he's chosen, Prahlad Nagar, is it's pretty decent in his budget. Connectivity wise also in the West Ahmedabad it is well connected to the SG highway. Then also if you look at this particular area, the Zirakpur station is very close by. The Vodafone Tower, which is one of the key landmarks in this area, is also in close proximity. And there are a lot of it's not predominantly residential, it's a mixed land used area, and it has requisite infrastructure to live. In the sense, the livability score of this location will definitely be very high, and even the rental yield of this location would range from around 3.5 to 4% annually, which is again a good rental yield to go with. So I think even pricing outlook wise, this area will definitely have seemingly it may have productivity on the pricing in the coming future as well, looking at the rental yields that it is offering in the market. Currently the average price of this location is 4,355 rupees per square foot. Annualized returns has been around 7.4%, which is brilliant at this price point. And if you look at the project Satyadeep, which Hitesh has chosen, it is a ready project. It's a fine location and the project has all the requisite infrastructure. So I think we will give you a go ahead for this project. And in case you're looking at other options, then you can look at Swati Gardenia. Again, it's a ready to move in project. It's off the 100 feet road besides Krupal Heritage in Prahlad Nagar itself. And then I think you can also look at another project which is near the power station or on the Zirakpur station road by the name of Sanidha Harmony. This project is, I would say, it's in the finishing stages of completion, so it might get completed this year itself.
Okay, so let's quickly take a closer look at these projects that Nemun is suggesting. First is Swati Gardenia, and the price you'll have to pay is 3,650 rupees per square foot for an apartment, 1,327 square feet. This is a 2 BHK apartment. This is a ready to move in project which is available from the developer. The other project that she is suggesting is Sanidha Harmony. And the price that you'll have to pay is 3,200 rupees per square foot. Unit size for a 2 BHK apartment will be 1,395 square feet. Again, this is available from the developer. Let's go ahead and take our next caller on air. We have Sandesh Salyan with us. Yes, Sandesh, where do you want to put in your money?
I'm currently staying in Dubai, and I'm looking, I've almost finalized a property with this Kanakya Paris project in BKC for a 3 BHK.
Okay.
And this will be handed, as per their promise, this will be handed over at 2018. And this is going to cost me 4.8 crores. So I just wanted to know whether is this a wise decision, or also what is the kind of rentals that I can expect going ahead with this one.
Sure. So Nemun, what do you think? BKC we all know is a hub as far as commercial property is concerned, office space is concerned, but now residential is also picking up there. What do you think about this area?
The area which he's chosen within BKC, this is on the Shada Devi Road, this project Kanakya Paris. And I would say that both from end user and investor perspective, this is a decent location to consider. More than, in fact, 4 lakh people actually work in BKC and its proximity to international airport. So it's like the city center right now. Your western suburbs, eastern suburbs, everything is in close proximity with BKC. And it has a well-established social infrastructure also. Bandra is also so close by. So coming from that perspective, I think it's a decent location to consider with the kind of price point that Mr. Sandesh is looking at. The average price of this area is around 30,000 rupees per square foot, and the appreciation that this market has seen at this price point is 1.3%. Now, livability wise, like I said, the score is quite high, but rental yield wise, it's still I would say average. The rental yield out here would be in the range of 3.5% or so. But having said that, I would say that looking at this particular area, this project is a decent option to go with at this price point. The project is already in a superstructure work for the higher floors, and I think it's going to be completed by 2018. And the price of this project is also slightly lower than the market price. So I think looking at the overall scenario will give you a go-ahead with this project. And there's another project which we would like you to look into, which is cheaper than your own choice, but slightly in the early stages of construction. You can look at the Nero. This is very close to the Western Expressway, right behind Sai Mandir in Bandra East. I think the completion date for this is 2019. And there is another project which is actually priced slightly higher than your own project, but it has a location advantage. It is near the MIG Cricket Club, which is very close to the Bandra Kalanagar complex. The rental yield out here might be slightly high. The project is a joint venture by the Radius developers and DB Realty. And this project, like I said, is again in the early stages of construction, and it might get complete by 2019. Even this might be a good project to consider if you up your budget a little bit.
Okay, so let's quickly take a closer look at these projects. First up is the Nero, and the price that you'll have to pay for this particular project is 24,000 rupees per square foot. Unit size of a 3 BHK apartment is going to be 1,590 to 1,680 square feet, and this is available from the developer. The other project that we are suggesting is 10 BKC, and the price that you'll have to pay for this project is 31,000 rupees per square foot. And in case you opt for a 2.5 BHK, the size is 1,438 square feet. This should be available to you from the developer. So these are the 2 projects that we are suggesting to you. So before we move on, we would just like to remind you, in case you're planning to invest in property, then do write to us at property@ndtv.com. Please don't forget to leave your full name and contact number so that our team can get in touch with you, and also give us some time to research your question and get back to you with the best answer. Let's go ahead and take our next question now, which has been sent to us as an email by Rajiv. Rajiv wants to invest in South Bengaluru and is interested in buying a 2 BHK apartment. His budget is ranging from 50 to 55 lakhs. And he wants to know which would be the best micro market for him, and also the project Nemun.
Well, if he's interested in South Bangalore, then I think Kanakpura Road market would be apt for him in that price point. Now, within Kanakpura Road also, the prices are varied, right? Starting like, you know, when you're towards Outer Ring Road, the prices are quite high as 7,000 rupees per square foot. But as you move towards the Nice Ring Road and further towards the Nice Ring Road, the price further average down to 3,800 to 4,000 rupees per square foot. Now, at this price point, what he's speaking, I think there'll be a couple of options that will be available in the stretch of Kanakpura Road, right from Outer Ring Road to Nice Ring Road. The average price of this stretch would be around 4,672 rupees per square foot. The annualized returns have also been decent at 3%. Now, the advantage of this location is that it is still not a saturated market. It's still a growing market, and there's a lot of supply that is also seen in this market. But again, there's a huge amount of demand also that is coming in this market because of the affordability of this area. So currently, there is a slightly downside pressure that you can see on the pricing. So in the immediate future, there might not be a fruitful return that you might get. But if you keep a long-term horizon of say 5 to 7 years, then you might get a meaningful return on your investment. So that is one point that I would like you to consider. And let's come to the projects now, which we would like you to see within the budget. You can look at Comfort Heights, which is close to the ISKCON theme park. This project is, I think, the construction for both the blocks has reached an advanced stage, and this might get completed by this year or so. And there's another project by Chartered Hummingbird, again a branded developer. This is close by the Holiday Village Resort. This project is on the internal stages, and the possession expectation date given by the developer is mid-2018. Then there is also another interesting project in which few towers are already ready to move in, while few towers are on the external stages of construction. The price varies slightly. You can look at SLV Splendor. This is in the Harinagar Cross, and this is very close to the Anjanappa Road off the Kanakpura Road near the Konakante area. In fact, this project might get completed by mid-2017 or so. So I think even this would be a decent option to consider.
Okay, so let's quickly take a look at these projects. First is Comfort Heights, and the price that you'll have to pay for this particular project is 4,725 rupees per square foot. Unit size for a 2 BHK apartment is 1,060 square feet. This is available with the developer. The other project that we've got for you is Chartered Hummingbird, and the price here is 4,950 rupees per square foot. Unit size for a 2 BHK apartment is 1,044 square feet. This particular project is also available with the developer. The third project that we are suggesting is SLV Splendor. Now, the price that you'll have to pay in this project is 4,300 rupees per square foot. Unit size for a 2 BHK apartment is 1,055 square feet. Also available with the developer. So these are the three projects we have for you. It's time for a short break now. When we come back, we get you budget housing options in Navi Mumbai and also homes within 1 crore in Gurugram.